Alright, we're finally here on the journey with this Flay Barbarian that we started a week or two back with a video called Average Skill, Average Gear, I believe it was called. And now we have all Masterwork gear. All of our gear has tempers that we want. You know, at least one Masterworking crit roll where we want. A lot of the plus skills we want, even the GAs on some of the plus skills. We have two GA items for our two-handers. You know, not everything is perfect. Like these boots, for example, it wouldn't be perfect in terms like they have max life when maybe I would want movement speed on them, but at least they have the resist all that I want and they have the war cry that I want. So it's still not like perfect, but it's time to start pushing pit. And seeing where we'll land. So we did a 101 pit level and completed in 11 minutes and 35 seconds, I believe it was. And then I started pushing pit just off video, and I successfully did a 135, and I failed to do a 136. I'm not sure what elixirs I should be playing around with. I honestly have no Angel's Breath left, so I don't really want to be crafting a bunch of elixirs. So I have, for example, I played around with this vulnerable one, didn't seem to notice much. Played around with the max life one, which, sure, if you get hit hard, this would help, but it really didn't do much. Momentum, sure, gave me some movement speed, but, you know, it's minimal. And then I played around with Holy Bolts, and again, honestly, I think after the nerfs to Holy Bolts, I didn't notice too much of a difference here. So I'll probably run Holy Bolts just because I don't really plan on running, you know, an iteration with and without Holy Bolts. So we'll run with Holy Bolts, and we'll probably start with a 136, and if we fail, then we'll drop back down to a 135. So I'll quickly show my stats just to show what I'm running with. Again, I'm running Rob's build guide for Flay Bleed Barb. So what's an important stat here? So strength, getting close to 2,000. My resistances are not capped. It's very hard to cap them in this build unless you're willing to make some sacrifices. And at this point, my biggest issue is DPS, not the defensive side of things. There's a lot of damage reduction here that handles things. My crit damage is close to 1,800, and my vulnerable is just over 900, so a 2-to-1 ratio there. What else would I want to showcase here? I guess life, armor's over cap. Yep, so I am running my rings with damage while berserking. Okay, I think it's time to just give this a run and see what happens. And I'll make some chapters to sort of showcase, so you can jump to different parts of the video to see what different pit levels result in. And let's start this experiment. And this will wrap up this character for Season 4. And it'll probably wrap up my playing of Diablo 4 for the summer. Just bought a new mountain bike. I want to get out and enjoy summer. You know, I registered for a half marathon in September, so I got to start training for that as well. All right, let's go. Holy Bolt on. Let's do 136. So I've not been able to successfully do a 136. But that's probably just skill. I'm sure someone with the same gear who knows exactly what they're doing could do a little bit better. Again, I am running the Iron Skin variant. There is a 3-shout variant, but and maybe that would provide the DPS I need. I'm not quite sure. Right, so I'm not the best at talking while playing, but I'll try to inject some comments here and there. So for example here, I am letting some of the bleed accumulate on some of the elite mobs so that I can rupture with a bit more bleed damage on them. Whereas previously, like if I'm running a 101, I'm just hammering Warcry Bleed. But I find when I do that, all I'm doing is tickling the mobs and I'm not actually getting enough damage going on them. So I like to target like a guy like this and then pop him. And the smaller guys, I can continue with the same strategy of just constantly popping Rupture. That's at least my strategy. I'm not sure if it's the right strategy. Seems to be what works. Using the Steel Grass to enable Berserking. So see here, that strategy of just enabling Rupture or using Rupture all the time resulted in 3 elites with full health at the end of it. Whereas if I target a guy like this, and oh, missed it. Alright. Now, if I was really good here, I could probably move north a bit, like this, and then try pulling them. And then try moving north and pulling them to the next pack. And this is where skill would help a lot. But as a dad with 19 kids, 4 cats, a few dogs, I only get about an hour a night to play. So I'm not going to be a Rob or a Rax or anything like that. These guys are able to perfect their skills. In StarCraft, I was maybe at best a diamond level Terran player. So I've learned to stutter step a bit, so I can learn to sort of, you know, evade away, grasp, kind of the same way you would do with Marines if you stim packed and stutter stepped. See, this isn't working very well in terms of clearing this pack, so I just have to sit and then pop Rupture a little bit later. Let that bleed accumulate and maybe something will happen. Maybe wait for Wonton Rupture. I'm not sure if I want to wait 13 seconds to do Rupture all the time, but we'll see. So I'll just target this guy down and then pop him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A little stuck there. Okay, moving up. Move up again. I need more mobs. Come on. You guys over here. I'm barely keeping up with the bar at this point, so we're what? Almost 10.5 minutes in. I think I'm just going to leave that pack, honestly. I'm going to look for an elite pack. I don't think that's going to help the clock enough to just fight those guys. So I'm barely on time now, which means that 1 death and this is over. You cannot die at this level. You will not finish in time, at least not with the DPS I'm able to do. And this is another pack where, look, like I'm not doing any damage. I'm just tickling them, so because they have the shield affix there. So I think I'm just gonna move on. Find something I can kill in time, like over here. And maybe the other pack comes by and I can kill a few of the mobs, but it does not look as promising. So now we got a pretty big pack going on. I think my computer just lagged out there a little bit. See, killing that 1 elite mob moved the bar up so that I was behind on time and I pretty well came up to equal at the end. Okay, who can I focus on here? I gotta focus on one of these guys. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Okay, behind on time now, but when I kill all these elites, will I get back on time? Let's see. And like, I need like 2 to 3 minutes for the boss. So that's why I'm gonna struggle at 136. Okay, this is not worth it anymore. Here we go. Nice. Okay, pull you guys. Is there another group over here? No? Alright, it's just you guys. And the shield. I don't like the shield, but let's go. Let's use this channeling and get some war cries going. Get some ruptures back to back. Let's go. Come on. Catch up on time. We're behind still. War cry rupture, war cry rupture. Repeat, repeat. Let's go here too. Come on. Oh. Shrine effect is gone now. I'm gonna focus on the waller because I hate walls. There you go. Come on, rupture. There we go. Gone. Okay, the waller's gone. And we're right on time. But I honestly want to go into the boss with, you know, ahead by a minute or two. I don't want to be, you know, just in line. I don't think I'll finish in time. Well, there we go. Okay, moving on. Oh, I just don't know. Is this where I'm going? Oh, wow, it is. That would have been a mistake. The 3 evades are nice because I can just walk through some mobs. Okay, let's focus on you. Let's get that bleed damage going. I think I see bleed in the... It's hard to see the bars very well. The bleed was stacking there pretty high, probably in the 100,000s. Or 100 million, I mean. So on the bosses, I've seen my bleed damage pretty steadily sit somewhere around 450 million a second. And I have seen it as high as about 750 million. And that's where Flay duration stuff comes into play. Just allowing you to stack that bleed damage. Okay, am I gonna sit here and fight these mobs or move on? I'm not doing enough damage, so moving on. Oh, here, another shrine, sweet. Just focus on that one guy. And then get Berserky going, focus on this other guy. Elite back here at the back. Get a rupture going soon. There we go. And the next rupture should kill him. There we go. Focus on this next guy. Whoa. Don't want to die. That was close. Alright. His bleed's almost his full health bar. Ready to pop rupture soon. Here we go. Okay, and again, this pack is hard to kill, so I'm gonna just move on. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this in time. It's like impossible at this point. Like this should be all the mobs that I could afford to kill before the boss, but I've been struggling. I've been basically on the cusp of the time the entire way. And I can't catch up. I can't. So this is even with Holy Bolts. I'm just... So this is probably where maybe, you know, you have to start making some sacrifices. Like, I should give up some life rolls for strength. I should change my Paragon around a little bit. I guess I would have to stop the Iron Skin variant and go to a Warcry or have another shout skill in my bar. Something to get that DPS higher, because I haven't seen an instance where I looked like I was like, 1% away from dying. So my life is not an issue. Anything over here? Come on. Well, I'll still play this through, just so we see how far we get. But I'm not going to sit there and fight the boss for 3 minutes or so. I had to scratch my forehead and I almost died there. But I'm not going to sit there and fight the boss for 3 or 4 minutes if we run out of time here. I'll just end it in 3 minutes, and we'll move to pit tier 135 and see how that goes. Well, we still have the Holy Bolts elixir. Alright, let's fight you guys. Stack the bleed damage there. One elite gone. Berserking. Okay, so we're almost there, about 1.5 minutes left. About 1.5 minutes. Lots of big damage numbers, but there is no time for the boss kill. I don't even know where I'd go now. Do I not even have enough mobs to finish this? This is crazy. I think this is what Rob spoke to as well. He was saying that once you get to the very, very high tier levels, you struggle to even have enough mobs to finish. Like, you should just be like endless. Like a map that's literally endless of elite mobs. You can just walk through and bounce pack to pack. And, if you're the type of person who wants to sit there and clear every single mob, fine. But if you're the type of person who's, wants to use some skill and bounce pack to pack and steel grasp your way through the entire level, you should be allowed to do that. You shouldn't have to backtrack like this. This is just an incredible waste of time. But anyways, 20 seconds left. And then I'll exit out. And there we go, the timer has expired. Let's just get to the point where I'd hit the boss. Get an idea of how off on time I am. There. Okay, so that was probably another, 30-40 seconds? So I was short by 30 to 40 seconds. And yeah, I'm not fighting this boss because honestly, I'm not sitting here for 3 more minutes. So, 136 fail. And now we'll try 135. Now for those who haven't looked at the build guide, this is your Paragon. Alright. Okie dokie, and skill tree. So what do I have to flay now? I'm very curious. Plus, 15. Look at that. 15 to flay. 10 to war cry. Okie dokie. Now, did I lose Holy Bolts? Oh, I did lose Holy Bolts. 15 minutes, and that run took me 15. Okay, so we lost Holy Bolts. So we'll open up 135 here. Give me 1 second. Right now, Yen, I do like running these YouTube videos, like uncut, just unedited. So sorry if there are any interruptions. Holy Bolts. Now let's see how much different 135 is, because I did clear 135, and I thought I had like 4 minutes left, or maybe 2 or 3 minutes left at least. Maybe it was 4 minutes when I hit the boss. So I don't see myself ever being able to clear a 136. But if I could prove that I could clear a 135 on film, that'd be great. Just for, record's sake, maybe when I'm 50 years old, I'll look back and be like, oh yeah, I was crushing Diablo 4. Same way I can look back at some of my videos when I was, late teens, early 20s, and laugh at some of my StarCraft and Diablo, old Diablo content. Next pack. There we go. That's a good pack. But they're shielded, which I hate. The last thing I want is mobs with even more health. Or more armor, whatever it may be. I would almost debate moving on from this pack, because I'm going to waste too much time probably. But we'll see. We'll give it a bit more time. I'm CC'd, I think. Oh, wow. Well, that's brutal. Yeah, I absolutely could not move. I was stuck in that pack. I should have probably evaded out of there. So I lost 30 seconds. Let's see if I can't catch up in time and actually, get some sort of a time lead there. I'll mark this down as a fail because I died, and we'll start again. I don't want to spend 15 minutes to just not even have a chance because of, one oops. Now I thought waking up at 6 o'clock I'd get a chance to do this video. Well, my kids are now awake, so. Actually, they've been awake since about 5:30ish, but they're gonna start needing my attention, so I'm gonna have to give this just a quick go and end it. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle to get that time bar back in line. But it would be quite a good showcase to show that, like, you can die in a 135 and still finish, but you can't even complete a 136 without death. To kind of showcase the sort of exponential difficulty of these pit levels. Again, we're on these difficult shielded mobs. Wow, there. My health almost went to nothing there. This pack must be hitting some of my weak resistances that aren't capped, because this is posing to be quite a difficulty. I was starting to wonder how I finished 135 previously, and I thought it was no problem. I honestly thought I could jump up to 140 when I finished at 135. Okay, moving on. Wasting too much time. Come on. Big pack. More shielded guys, really. Come on. Let's go. Then we need a shrine. As soon as we get through that portal, we need a shrine. Just try to boost the time up. Oh my god. I saw it too. I tried hitting the shield and I missed it. Okay. So this is a write-off for me. I'm just going to exit out of here. How do I exit out of here without these mobs following me? Can't. Oh boy. Okay, I'm just gonna finish these guys off and then we're gonna TP out of here. We'll have to use, I only have 4 Holy Bowl elixirs, so I think I have 2 left. Alright, come on. I just don't want you guys to break my teleport. Come on, die. See, this is why it's not worth fighting just one small little mob. Just not worth it. Okay, you... I stun you now. Can I leave? Ugh. Seriously? I wish you'd have an option just to... in the pit to just leave. Without worrying about being, you know... having your teleport broken by getting hit. Okay. Both 136 and 135 now a fail, but 135 I know I've done in the past. So, I've got some Holy Bolts left, so let's run 35 again and try just not dying. The problem with, like, when you're spamming all your keys for Rupture and Warcry and Flay and whatnot, I find, like, it would be nice if Iron Skin, if that key would sort of supersede any sort of other actions you did. Because I find like you almost have to completely stop button smashing in order for Iron Skin to actually get triggered. Because, you know, if I hit... oh, shoot. I use Iron Skin a little early. Because otherwise I find like it just doesn't get cast. Which is super annoying. And then, though my pinky has hit the key, it doesn't result in anything. Okay, moving on. I'm pretty sure my strategy to beat this... I must have just moved pack to pack a little bit better. Let's figure this out. Okay, focus on the elite. Pop the elite. Again, focus and Rupture. Move on. Okay, so we're focusing on this pack now. How are we doing on time? It's a little early to judge time. I always find the beginning you're going to start a little bit behind. Oh boy. The second, honestly, the second you look away to go and look. Oh, I did it. I didn't go in with Iron Skin. And when you're not attacking, you just walk into a pack. It's like your damage reduction is not there. But I was doing very well on time, so I'm not giving this up yet. Again, if I could, you know, complete this with 1 death, it goes to showcase the pit level difficulty. Okay. So you absolutely need to be hitting in order to keep your damage reduction going and your survivability up. Okay, so we were ahead there on time. No longer, but we'll get there. So long as I don't die again. Yeah, but what I was trying to say is the second you look up, or look to, you know, in your peripherals. So for example, trying to see like Wonton Rupture, whether it's available or not, that's enough to just kill you if you take like that half a second too long. Or looking at the amount of time left you have in the pit. So we're getting back on track for time now. This pack, I just want to finish because they're just looking like they're so close to dying. I'll focus on this guy. Maybe a Rupture from him will kill the rest of them. No, doesn't look like it. Maybe there's enough bleed on them that they'll die on their own. What are we looking like in here? Anything? There we go. Oh, that looks like a nice pack. So I'll pop Iron Skin a little early. Just because I'm not doing any attacks. I seem to be CC'd right now. Oh, come on. Oh. Again. Like CC'd again. I can't attack here. What is going on? Alright. So after that death, we're now back on track for time. I would love to have a minute extra. Not because I plan on dying, but because that would give me a sign that I'm going to succeed. A shrine would be really nice about now. I'm going to try to run by these guys without dying. Again, when you're not attacking, you're very weak. Oh, great. They're all stuck. Come on, everyone. Get a nice ball. Yep. Pull you guys all in here. Get some damage going. It's back to even on the clock again. I don't want to be even on the clock. I want to be ahead. Let's see what else we can pull in here. Any other elite packs? There we go. Okay, Iron Skin, yeah. Till I get the pack all grouped up, you will have to pop Iron Skin. See there, like I took all my fingers off the keyboard and just spammed my pinky just for that damage reduction, or just get that Iron Skin going. Because otherwise I find it just doesn't get cast. That sucks. Okay, so we're looking better on time now. Focus on this one elite. Finish him off. Get out of here. There's a top left. Oh, okay, here we go. If it weren't for that one death, I'd say we'd definitely stand a good chance. Now it's extremely risky to finish in time. Okay, look at that time bar. That's looking good now. Not great. Definitely doesn't help to lose that 30 seconds from that death. But this does not look like the 136. We really want another shrine though. So let's focus on one of these elites here. There. Focus on another elite. Come on, rupture. There we go. Focus on this last one, and then I'm out of here. And on to the next pack. Come on. Okay, you'll bleed to death. Shrine, shrine, shrine. Top right shrine, maybe? No, but I can move down here and pull this pack down, because there's another group over there. Come on, you guys come too. Okay, oh, I've lost Holy Bolts. Don't know if I can. Oh, no, oh, no, no. Oh, shh. Are you serious? Okay, well, I need to know what to do now. Like, we're not going to beat the boss now. That was such a screw up. That's something I've never practiced before, though. Okay, so we're going to just teleport out of here. Again, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. Please, please don't interrupt. Oh my god. Okay. So, the lesson learned. Don't die. You know, start a new Holy Bolts at the beginning of the pit. And that 135 is doable. It definitely looks doable. I've done it once before too, so, and it looked doable in this one. So we're just going to do this right, and hopefully this is the run. Oh, and go to the blacksmith, and don't forget to repair your items, even though you're not supposed to die. Okay. We got this. We got this. One last run here. Let's do this. Holy Bolts on. 135, accept. Let's go. I have no excuses now. I've learned all my lessons. Nice pack off the bat. feeling good already. I don't know what it is. Something's feeling better about this. Okay, moving on. Don't want to waste time. Come on. Yeah, this should be a good spot to sit. Pull them all in from every direction. I'd be lying if I didn't admit that it's kind of exhausting doing, you know, nearly 3 pit runs back to back. Well, but I do feel more dialed in now. I feel yeah. Oh no, I had a scratch. Oh my god. I had an itch on my chest and I went to go scratch it and I almost died again. Okay, I hate this pack. Bye, guys. Let's get some big damage numbers going here. Come on. There, now the screen's popping off. Mind you, I can't see anything. Are there any ground effects or anything? Just a whole bunch of damage numbers everywhere. Come on. You definitely notice when you're not berserking. Like if you haven't done a steel grasp and you're just like attacking a like single target, you're like, why is the bleed down not accumulating? And that's a lot of the reason why. It's just like with Necro and you're playing like a summoning build and you're not like you know, casting the raised skeleton all the time. You'll notice very quickly that you're doing something wrong. I don't really feel like standing here. They can follow me. Alright, so now they're over here. Okay, something's not working here. Not doing any damage. Come on. The time is looking excellent. This is the first time I've looked at the time. I've been a bit more focused on playing and a little less focused on, you know, statistics and how I'm progressing. Just going by feel. Okay, something stuck again. Jeez. Rupture, rupture, rupture. Come on. And rupture. Okay. Let's find some more mobs here. I'm not gonna get very far on just fighting a little group. There we go. So now we got a few here. Okay. Pop iron skin there preemptively. We haven't seen a shrine in a while. I just want to kind of run around and find a shrine because, boy, would that make a difference to get a channeling shrine right now. You know, get ahead by another 30 seconds or so. That would be amazing. want to close that door beside me because some extra noises. But I can't. Because I don't want to die. Yeah, I'm going to shut it now. There we go. And, come on, shrine. Where's the shrine? In the open space here? Shrine. Give me a shrine. Nothing. Bunch of trash mobs, but maybe they're enough to get the holy bolts going. Shrine, shrine, shrine. Find the shrine. Oh, this is a good pack, though. I'm going to stick around for this pack. Okay, I'm just not doing any damage. There we go. That's where you can pop Iron Skin just to make yourself unstoppable and get yourself out of a CC. But you have to recognize it first. Okay, come on, I want to move down here. There's the shrine, yes. Oh, and of course, wallers. I hate walls. And this is not the pack I want to be fighting. But come on, there we go. There we go. Now we're doing damage. This feels good. Let's go. See, when you're able to do that much damage and your attack speeds are going up like crazy because you're berserking and everything's working well, then Hectic is proccing and dropping your cooldowns by 3 seconds all the time. And then you got your war cries and everything just exponentially just starts flowing really well. Let's see, if I just stand here for too long, I'm not going to notice the effects. So I need mob density for this build to work. Now, when we get to the boss, the key thing is Wanton Rupture. Do not rupture and lose all the bleed damage off the boss, because you proc it too soon. Now, I have noticed sometimes I lose the bleed damage. I'm not quite sure why. I haven't fully figured it out. I don't know if it's because, you know, a boss hits a certain stage and they just lose the bleed damage, or what's going on there, but we're almost there though. But that'll be the key strategy there. So it's a lot more flaying, a lot less rupturing. Alright, come on. We don't need much here to get to the boss. But this is what it felt like before, you know, getting the boss with 5 minutes left is... Okay, come on, just... All I need to do is kill, like, one of these elites. Come on. Precious time. Really? I'm, like, borderline there. Come on. Any second now. Should have been enough, I thought. There we go. Wow. Okay. So, Warcry, Steel Grasp. Don't die. So, where's our... So I'm waiting for that gold bar. This is where it can get distracting because you're looking at the gold bar. I also found dodging his effects is almost worse. Oh, see, I lost the bleeder. Did his health jump back up? I thought his health just jumped back up. I did the wonton rupture and then his health just, like, jumped up. That's so strange. Okay, so his bleed's still there. He's probably bleeding for a good amount at this point. But wonton rupture is not available. It's 13 seconds. There we go. See, I lost the bleed. It was available and somehow I lost the bleed. And to have to restack the bleed up to like 450 million, whatever, it takes a long time. So you really don't want to lose that, but I just don't know how I lost it. Here it's available now. Okay, see, but the bleed stayed this time. You can look at the top health bar of the boss and just notice that that 1/20th of his health and bleed damage is staying there. Okay, it should be available now. Okay, good. I didn't lose it again. That other time I did. Not quite sure why. Waiting for wonton rupture. Come on. Maybe I'll give it an extra second this time. Oh no. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's available now. I'll use it. Two minutes left. I'm gonna move away here. Iron skin. Come on, wonton rupture is available. Good. Whoa, almost died there. I was too close. I'm not gonna worry about wonton rupture here. I'm just gonna start spamming. We're so close. Let's just finish him. Come on. Come on. Iron skin. Pop him. Next rupture is dead. There you go. Alright, 135 done. 4 decent items. Let's see. What did we pick up? Max life. No one uses anything but Shaco anyway, so. Max life. Nope, garbage. Twin strikes. Actually, I don't think I've ever picked up this item before. I don't even know what this is. Alright, well that's the video. So this wraps up this character. This wraps up my time in Diablo 4 Season 4. I've picked up Tyrell's Might on the ground, Doombringer on the ground, and I've crafted a Shaco. I might jump on if I get really bored at some point and try, finishing up some of these Stygian stones and play some of the tormented bosses. But otherwise, this for me is wrapping things up. So thanks for sticking around for some of these videos, some of these brick or no bricks as we built up this character. And leave this video a like if you found this entertaining or informative. And yep, to all you dads out there, enjoy the game. And I'll see you around soon enough. All right, bye-bye.